Welcome to GameChanger 00100 channel. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell on your way in. Please wait while the host prepare the show.
Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. Okay, so she is back at it again, and I do not blame her. It's it's a thing at this point. Because Filipina P, she's not somebody who's desperate for content or desperate for subscribers or anything like that. So she don't have to revisit topics that like, oh, this was a hit, so let me do this again. Nah, she's a pretty creative young woman. So the fact that she's doing this again means that the problem is so prevalent that it must be done. And I don't blame her. Listen, Filipino women, I gotta give them their credit because the women who are saying stuff, they're saying it about all women. Let's be clear. They're saying it about like each and every single woman in the world. Why? Because each and every single ethnicity, culture of women is more desirable than the Western American, particularly Black woman. So when the Western American, typically Black woman, strikes back, she could pretty much strike back at anyone. Like, oh, these these Eskimo women are ice footed or something like that. They can always say they're saying something about everybody in the world, but the Filipino women are the one that are clapping back. They are saying, listen, you are not going to cut into our D supply. That is what you're not going to do. We take our D supply very seriously. We are a country with a constant D supply. I've been there. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of international men there, not just Americans, and most certainly not just Black Americans. In fact, we would be like the smallest immigrant population that are there looking for wives, girlfriends, or just sexual companionship. Most of the guys I seen there were from Australia, but there are Korean guys there, there are Japanese guys there as well, and they are European guys there. And then there's the Americans. But most of the people there I notice are from the Eastern Hemisphere, Europe, Asia, and Australia. This is their supply of husbands, boyfriends, and let's face it, Johns as well. And they like, listen, this is something that we like to have. The women who want husbands and they're open to dating a guy who's international, hit the like button. They want to have that ability. And the ones who don't, they still want to, have their friends, family members, and things like that. They take husbandism very seriously. There's that. And then there's the simple fact that, hey, they just don't want to be called dirty foot. They just don't want to be called behind. They just don't want to be called names. Have some respect on their names. Now, there are some problems with this thinking, and I'm definitely going to get into that once the thing is finished loading. But until then, I want to share something with you. Call it a friendly reminder of what you're leaving. Hit the like button. This is just a friendly reminder of the reason why Passport Bros exists and the community, our community, I coined that phrase, that you are leaving here. Fair use, people, fair use. So, all right. Yep. This family looks to be about 4 generations overweight. They have the family portraits in the diagonal, like many families do, but it's not quite in a diagonal. Has little boys as servants to the overweight woman, and has whatever this is going on, where the matriarch is pointing at the underling's face randomly. But let's not just watch. Let's have a listen at what's going on. Once again, hit that like button.
When the last time you drove the car? When the last time you've been stepped your toe in it? I bought my car. I'm the one that bought my car. And I let my granddaughter use it for right now until I can get my hip and stuff. Don't worry about my car. That's your favorite car. Yeah, worry about that motherfucker sitting out there. No, it ain't enough for a son. Calm down. No, I ain't gonna calm down. That's why you got a damn water. Yep, that's good. Yep, get it. Oh, you spit all in it and everything. I do. She always running her goddamn mouth. Do you think I came here to hear all that? No, I did not. Mom, stop! You didn't scratch me. Oh no, honey. I'm getting away from you. You scratched me in my face. Okay, I don't care. Stop. This is Princess. Yeah, don't answer my phone.
Yep. She's your queen. She is your queen. This is what you have to look forward to standing behind. When they say stand in it, this is what they talk about. When they say, brothers, stay for your community, this is what you are this is what they're talking about. This is what they want for you. No intention to do better. No intention to be better. No desire to make greater happiness for you. Somebody who's raised by someone like this and someone who will raise your children to be something like this. That will be your son. That little boy gathering water, for their overweight mama. That's why they want you to stay. The grandmother of this house is like, wait till I get my hip replaced. And that's you. Waiting for her to get her hip replaced so you can get some pussy from somebody with a robotic hip. That is the life that they hope for you. This is the life that they will wish upon you. Hit the like button. Now, on to our feature presentation. Hold on. Actually, I shouldn't have played that because, it had all the bad words in it. But, hey, players mess up too. Okay. So let's get started, share. Hold on. Hit that like button while I do that and share a screen. Okay. No, she didn't. It was really upon y'all, no matter what. That was just something that was going to happen. Oh, my bad. Somebody saying no sound. So let me correct that, and then I'll play again. Okay, this is strange because it. Huh. It doesn't give the option to do it like that with sound. So that was weird. All right. We'll work through that. Send an email to StreamYard on that.
Hi folks, the Filipina Pea here. And several months ago, I did a video about the way some Western women were attacking and insulting men who realized the relationship game in their home countries had become totally unwinnable, causing them to look for partners in other lands. This group of men, known as the passport bros, have recently become the talk of the town, whether it's to degrade them or to sympathize with their mission. In my video, I wasn't nasty to the women at all, and I used humor to poke holes in their objections. But the reaction was swift and brutal, and it looks like I might have had a hand in accidentally starting an international war between Western women and us Asian women. For several months now, the accusations and insults have been flying fast and furious back and forth across the Pacific, with other Filipinas getting into the action in social media. The top
See, here's the thing about the war of words that she claims to be having with Western women, and things like that. It's not really a war. As I said in X-Men First Class, war implies that each party has an equal opportunity of winning. There is no equal opportunity of winning. Basically, if you're having a war of words and the judgment is by the men, hit the like button. Where the men are the ones saying who's winning this war, and your men are going to visit these women, then automatically they've won that war. Okay, I want you to think about, like, you're young and you're like junior high age and you're with your partners, right? And y'all want to have a contest of who's better at pulling women. Except that he lives across town and they are hopping on buses for 2 hours to get to him and to get away from you. And nobody from his side of town is hopping on the bus to come see you. He automatically won that. That victory is his at this point. So yeah, you're not going to, it's not a war. There isn't an equal opportunity of winning.
topic has become so hot, in fact, that just last week I was asked for an interview by one of the largest TV networks in the Philippines. But so far, I've remained silent until now. It's one thing to attack your own man who's chosen to leave. Of course, you have the right to your opinions, just as I have the right to respond with my own. But when you go insulting us Filipinas, then your accusations warrant a response. And here's my response. Let's dive right in. First, still your claim that we Filipinas are somehow lacking in language skills.
Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English.
I just have one question. When was the last time you went?
Hold on. Okay, let's not do that then.
Let's dive right in. First, let's deal with your claim that we Filipinas are somehow lacking in language skills.
Colombia,
Yes.
the Philippines, Thailand, like women.
Look at this crap. Look at this crap. Hit the like button. This is the fur of a rare exotic beast that does not exist on planet Earth. And she said, you know something? This is what I'm going to wear. I'm going to wear a synthetic pink fur coat off my shoulders, and I'm going to go on television like this. Why? Because more than anything in this world, I want to be seen. Okay, somebody said Filipina Pea speaks English very well to me. Okay, yes, she does. I've been to the Philippines, and there exists those who don't. That is more attractive to me because it is easier for her to shut up if she don't speak English that good. If she understands Sandwich, I am okay with that. I do not want to sit and talk to you about stuff. I don't. Yes, I do like women that can laugh at my jokes. But I don't want to hear all the crap that y'all have to say. I don't. And sometimes I say something that I wish I didn't say. And I like to always be able to say, oh, no, that was, you misunderstand. I didn't mean that. I like that ability.
That can speak very little English.
I just have one question. When was the last time you went to the Philippines? Or have you been to the Philippines? Have you also spoken to actual people from the Philippines in terms of speaking the English language? You got to really check on what is current. I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
And you say we're not very good with read and write and arithmetic neither.
Women that don't have education.
Excuse me? For your information, we have stricter education, and
most other countries do have stricter education than America. For example, like places like Japan, you can't, okay, you know how they have like these online universities and you have people who are getting their degree at like 55 and stuff like that, which is fine. However, we're one of the few countries that allow stuff like that. In many countries, if you don't go to college like right out of high school, straight out of high school into college, that's it. You don't have an opportunity to get a degree after that. Kind of like if you don't go to high school after junior high, you can't come back at 60 years old and go to high school with all the other 16-year-olds. You can't do that. They look at college the same way. So yeah, a lot of other countries do. I don't know about the Philippines, but a lot of other countries do have a stricter educational system than we do. And by the way, this chick right here, she can get it. And by it, I'm referring to my penis. She can get it.
Neither.
Women that don't have education.
excuse me? For your information, we have stricter education and school system than the United States. So actually, Filipinos are multilingual. English is our second language, and we speak 150 dialects in my country. We have English subject from nursery till college. That's always part of our curriculum. It's not foreign women's fault if American men fall for them instead of you. You must understand.
I didn't get what she said there. She could still get the penis, but I didn't get what she said there. Okay, now I do. I'm slow. Because when she said it's not foreign women's fault, I thought she was talking from her perspective. Meaning the foreign women, meaning the women here in the United States. Like, it's not the foreign women's fault if American men fall for them and not you. But no, she's speaking from the point of view or the perspective of the women here. Meaning that it's not Filipino women's fault if the men fall for Filipino women over them. And it's not their fault. It's not anybody's fault. Like, growing up, I had a handsome friend that got all the girls. It's not his fault. I didn't like, hey, it's your fault for looking that way. Hit the like button. It's your fault for brushing in those waves like every 10 seconds. It's like, nah, hey, you was born, this is what you are. I was born, this is what I am. That's it, that's all.
Like us Filipino, we are naturally sweet. We are naturally like that. Okay? And that's what they like about us, because we are just sweet. Understanding, care, it's not big. We submit or not submit. Will tell you I'm not submissive.
Yes, it is, and yes, you are. And this is what I don't like. Because she basically, these chicks are listing things. These Western women are listing things. You're dirty, you're not educated, you're not this, and this. You're not submissive. And what they're doing is, or what she's doing is, she's taking the bait and she's saying, no, we're clean, we're educated, and we're not submissive. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Own it. Own it. Be happy. You submit. Be happy. Embrace it. Embrace it. You submit. You submitting. You submitting to your husband. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it proudly. You suck his little penis on command. Embrace that. It is not a bad thing to be submissive. When I say little penis, I'm assuming that she married a local. But if she didn't, then whatever he has. And this isn't an insult to Filipino men, but y'all got little penises. And how do I know that y'all do? Well, one, from the reaction to Filipino women to my penis. And two, y'all don't have no damn condoms. Or y'all don't have no damn magnums. The whole damn island. Y'all got like 3 7-Elevens on every block, no magnums. Not a one. Well, I'm telling you my experience. You speaking for personal experience? No, I never experienced a Filipino penis. I'm just saying that I've been there and it ain't no damn magnums. Let's continue.
So when you say those things about us Filipinos, how do you think that makes us feel?
Don't tell us that we are uneducated. That I've been.
And don't, and I don't want like a Filipino dude doing like the Filipina Pea here and responding to me. That's what I don't want. I really don't want that. So you know something? I apologize. Don't do that. Don't get on YouTube with a measuring tape and do what she's doing to just come at American men. I apologize. Okay? I apologize.
able to take care of my family. I became a breadwinner at the same time, a homemaker, but I am as educated as you are. I graduated cum laude and I am a teacher. And so it hurt me a lot.
You're not as educated as I am because I didn't graduate cum laude. I graduated a lottie-dottie. Like I don't know like where in my class that I graduated. I just know that I did. I know that they didn't even count where I was. So yeah, you can say in that regard, you're more educated than I am. And I'm okay with that. I don't care. And know that I don't care. Let's be clear on that. Know that I don't care. So we don't come up here trying. See, here's the thing. Stop trying to out Western women. No, be who you are because we like that better.
But when you're saying that people in Asia are uneducated, they are submissive. In fact, I am as empowered as you are.
You tell him, sister. And now we get to the videos that managed to attack the passport bros while insulting us Filipinos too.
When you go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or Eastern Europe or
oh my God. So, I'll never forget the face. When I was a kid, there was a movie out called Pee-wee's Big Adventure, starring Pee-wee Herman. Pee-wee Herman was a small-statured white guy that kids loved. And then he had a movie, and in that movie, there was a guy. No, my bad. In that movie, there was a woman. He was hitchhiking, and he hopped into a truck, and it was an overweight white woman in there named Large Marge, and she was telling the story. Okay, so yeah, Kevin Murray knows what I'm talking about. Her name was Large Marge. And she was telling the story about the worst wreck that she's ever seen. And then, she said when they pulled the body out of the twisted, burning wreck, she looked like this. And I swear to look, the CGI or the animation look that was on her was exactly like this. She looks exactly like this. This is like Large Marge's ghost, or whatever you want to call that. She is. Be sure to tell him Large Marge sent you. This is her morphed face.
when you go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or Eastern Europe or wherever these places are that are overseas, I'm assuming you mean they're more biddable, that they're less outspoken, they don't demand anything of.
Yes. That's exactly what yes. Yes. What, am I supposed to be ashamed of that? Yes.
You, that they're just happy to be rescued from their poverty-stricken life of no opportunity.
And no opportunity for a big penis. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I like about them.
And in return, all they have to do is subject themselves to your advances. I do wonder at your motivation for why you want to go overseas to find a partner is.
You just stated my motivation: to find more biddable women. And to find women that don't look like don't look like dead truck drivers. Absolutely. That is exactly why we are going.
it because you prefer your woman without opinions, unable to fight back? And
yes, I do. Why is she saying this stuff like this is a bad thing? You prefer your women without opinions? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a movie called what is it? Coming to America. It's early here. It's not even 7 o'clock here. It's a movie called Coming to America. And y'all know the beginning of the movie where, you know, he was like, bark like a dog. I would have married that quickly. Whatever food you like. Oh, that is cool. Yeah. What's your favorite movie? Whatever movie that is cool. I am not going to be ashamed of that. That movie would not be called Coming to America. It would be called Stand My Black Ass in Africa. That is exactly, yeah, I have no, that is exactly that Coming to America. Yeah, right. I heard what happened to the last group of people that went to America. I am not coming to him. He was a fool.
vulnerable?
Yeah, you got me. I'm one of those overseas women who doesn't have an opinion in my little head. And I'll put up with your advances if only you'll rescue me from my life of poverty. Please, sir, I want some more.
These passport predators.
Look at this. Look at this chick. I can't make this up. This is how she chose to represent herself. She is the last member of the Cruds. What is the Cruds? The Cruds is the parent gang of Crips and Bloods. Y'all didn't know that the Crips and Bloods used to be one united gang that walked around looking like this, dressing and acting like this. And then the factions divided into two, red and blue. And now you have what we have. But she is the last member of the original. I wear my stunner glasses. Can't make it up. Oh, and by the way, she was sexed in, apparently with some gangs. A woman can either get sexed in or jumped in. She was sexed in. And this is the reason why the gang no longer exists, because they were sexing in women like this.
Are the bottom of the barrel. And the reason they're going overseas.
She called you the bottom of the barrel. And she's the top of it. She is the top of the barrel. Yep.
Only you'll rescue me from my life of poverty. Please, sir, I want some more.
These passport predators are the bottom of the barrel. And the reason they're going overseas to get women is because we don't want them. And they know if they go overseas.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Please don't say you don't want me. Please don't say that. I'll do better. You don't want me? You telling me that you're denying me all that? You're denying me all of that? Please. Okay, that's I come on now. I'll stay. Yes. The reason that we are going overseas for 98-pound women with hair down to their ass, literally, is because you don't want us. Now, by that logic, we would be going to a country of yous where the women dress like you and act and behave like you, but they want us.
They're more likely to find a woman who will do whatever it takes to secure a better life for her.
You damn straight. You are damn straight.
And the reason they're going overseas to get women is because we don't want them. And they know if they go overseas, they're more likely to find a woman who will do whatever it takes to secure a better life for her family.
Why is she saying? So you're saying that you won't do whatever it takes to secure a better life for their family. That's what you're saying. That's what you're admitting to right now. You're saying that they are better mothers than you. They will do whatever it takes to secure a better life for their families. They are better mothers than you. Shout out to Mrs. Gump. Shout out to Mrs. Gump. Who is Mrs. Gump? Mrs. Gump is the mother of Forrest Gump. She had a dilemma. She wanted to get her son into, quote, normal school. What is normal school? Normal school is school for kids that are not mentally challenged. However, her son scored 4 little points below what's needed to get into normal school. So, the principal said, "Is there a Mr. Gump, Mrs. Gump?" To which she replied, "He's on vacation." And the next thing you know, the principal was smashing. Call her a hoe if you want to. This is a woman that is willing to do whatever it took to get her son into normal school. And yes, I do admire a woman who's willing to do whatever it takes to better the life and future of the family, the lineage, etc., etc., etc. And you think that's a bad thing. You think that that's a bad thing. That is how awful you are. The awficity of you just reeks. And you think it's something wrong with men who want women that'll do anything for their families. You are stupid.
A woman who will do whatever it takes to secure a better life for her family. Trust me, we don't want them, and we appreciate you guys taking out the trash for us.
That's good. Now, she says we appreciate you guys taking out the trash while she is dressed like a garbage man. I repeat, she is dressed like a garbage man right now. She is dressed like Denzel Washington in the movie Fences right now. I bet you she got on old leather gloves.
You're welcome, lady. No problem.
And look at this. Look at her hair. Like, look at this. Look at this. Let's count. Let's count. Let's do like Count Dracula on inches of hair versus what you was rocking versus whatever the hell this is versus a faded black do-rag is what you sporting. So yeah, but let's do a count. Let's count inches of hair. You know?
You're welcome.
Okay, so 1 inches of hair, 2 inches of hair, 3 inches of hair. 4 inches of hair. 5 inches of hair. 6 inches of I'm not even going to do the whole thing. We will be here all day. Look at this. Look at her dress. Look at how she is capable of crossing her legs. And you wonder why brothers are traveling. You are out your damn mind. Oh, it's because y'all don't want us. What the hell? You talking stupid. That's like me saying to a company, oh, y'all hiring those MIT guys because I don't want to work there. Hit the like button.
Lady, no problem. But what is the problem is that you're implying that we sell ourselves to do whatever it takes to be with a man that disgusts us. Are you calling us what I think you're calling us?
Passport pros are people.
Oh, this one. Oh, this one. How many of you feel like Kermit the Frog right now? For those of you who don't know what that is or who that is, Kermit the Frog is he's not a real person. Well, of course, because he's a frog, but he's what's called a Muppet. There used to be a puppet show that came out back when I was a kid, a long, long time ago, when I was just a little niggero. And there was a there was a frog named Kermit. He was like the leader of all the Muppets. And then there was a woman or a girl, whatever, a female called Miss Piggy. And Miss Piggy had a thing for Kermit. Now, Kermit was and maybe this is why I'm not into Big Women. Because I watched that as the Muppets as a kid. Now, Miss Piggy had a thing for Kermit, and she used to chase him around, and Kermit used to run. Like, oh, no, Miss Piggy, no. He used to run away from this Miss Piggy pussy. And I think he eventually married her because she caught him and he's too frail to fight back. So she just like Resputed him and married him. But anyway, the point is that this chick looked like Miss Piggy. That was the reason for me bringing that up. She looks just like Miss Piggy. That's not a compliment. It's not a good thing. Here, let me show y'all what I mean. So this is Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. By the way, I think Miss Piggy was rich too. Y'all see this? So Kermit the Frog would run away from Miss Piggy all the time. And you want to know where Kermit was running to? The Philippines. Kermit the Frog was running to the Philippines to get away from Miss Piggy. Just like any man who has ever met you is running away like Kermit the Frog. Look at this. The resemblance is uncanny. You want to know something? Judging by her age, I think that this is the daughter of Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog. Because now that I think about it, she was chasing Miss Piggy spent the majority of the 80s chasing Kermit the Frog around. And then towards the late 80s, she finally hitched him. She finally got him. So then first came love, then came marriage, then came this bitch. She got her daddy's hair and her mother's everything else. I repeat, she got her daddy's hair color and her mother's everything else. This is Mrs. the Frog. Born sometime in the 90s. Parents are Kermit the Frog and now Mrs. Piggy. And that's Skeletor. All right.
Who specifically go from country to country to country trying to find women exotic flavors to dabble in.
Yes, exotic flavors. Not pork. I don't mess with the swine. Why does she look like a Black Panther's picture of a police officer? What the hell? Exotic flavors. We don't eat pork, sweetie.
Right? Passport bros are like, oh man, I can't find any good women in the States, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else in the world. Like women are inherently different in every other country.
Yes, they are inherently different than you. Just like women on the east side of the barn is better than the women on the west side of the barn. And, oh, look at the smile. Holy crap. Oh, gosh. Gosh. They see, she just said women are inherently different. Hold on. Yes, she is different. Filipina Pea is different than you. What, you think y'all the same?
As if only you'll rescue me from
out the trash.
Can't find any good women in the States, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else in the world. Like women are inherently different in every other country. It really starts becoming weird when you go to third world countries or countries that are not as advanced as ours. And a lot of these women are desperate, so they're gonna take you up on that offer, right?
So what? So what? I do not care. You think that somebody is supposed to feel bad because a person is desperate. You want to know who's desperate? The guy who's sleeping with you. The guy who's sleeping with you is desperate. Each and every single time you find yourself with lips between thighs, with tongue between thighs, that man is desperate. You are taking advantage of a desperate man. You are taking advantage of a man who wished that he was with Rihanna, but instead he finds himself eating your nasty pork flavored pussy. Each and every single time you are with a man, you are taking advantage of desperation. There is nothing more desperate than to sleep with you. Nothing!
They want someone who is going to be submissive to them.
Yes.
And what better way to find someone who's submissive to them than to find a woman who is at your beck and call? Because
Yes. Yes. What they say this like this. Hit the like button. They're trying to say this like this is a bad thing, like you should be ashamed. Yes, I want you at my beck and call. And when I say you, I'm not talking about you. Yes, beautiful women at my beck and call is what I am looking for. That is what men want, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. You should not be ashamed of your desire to have a beautiful woman or women at your beck and call. Hell is wrong with you? Hell is wrong with you if you think that I'm just supposed to sit there like oh no, I don't want a woman at my beck and call. I want you. You are crazy. You are out your damn mind. I own that. Yes, my beck and call. Somebody in the chat room tell me what beck means. I don't even know what it means, but I know I want it. Just like if I go to a foreign restaurant and I don't know what the menu say, but I want to eat that. That's what it is. Yes, I want her at my beck and call. Somebody tell me what beck means. Oh, to beckon. Yeah, exactly. So really, that's the same. It's kind of redundant then. Yeah, it's redundant. Beck and call is I don't care. I want it. And you. I don't want you.
The only reason she's in the United States is because of you. Sounds to me like a lot of control issue. And
it's not an issue to want to be in control. It's just being a man. Look at your face. Look at your face. It's not an issue to want to be in control. It's not. Without control, women start looking like you.
To be honest, ladies, these aren't the type of men that we want anyway.
That we want. Who cares what you want? This is her trying to recruit more attractive women into her foolishness. She wants to try to collectively control the vaginas of her betters. That's what she wants to do. I thought that was a super chat. Nope. Or a cash app. But anyway, this is her trying to get men or other women to be as messed up as this.
Right? These men want a woman that they can control.
Yes.
And because they can't find it here in America because it's frowned.
Even if I do, the chicks look like you.
Frowned upon to like own a human. Here, they go to other places in the world where they can legally own a human.
You can't legally own humans in the Philippines. And yes, in fact, I can't think of a country where you can legally own humans. But yes. What, you think I'm ashamed of that either? Yes, I would like complete and total ownership of a woman. Absolutely. Now, she would have to surrender her sovereignty to me. And I appreciate that. I want that to be the case. What? You're supposed to be ashamed of that? Like, oh no, you that guy from Roots. You the guy from Roots that want to. Oh no. That is involuntary. That is chattel. That is purchasing. No, I want you to want to be owned by me. That's what marriage is. You're my property and I own you. But you don't understand that because you want the freedom to eat whatever the hell you want.
Well, I thought I'd heard it all, but I just found out that the Philippines has legalized slavery. I wonder how much I could get if I put on a little makeup. And once
That was funny.
again, Filipinos are depicted as desperate, submissive, and at a man's beck and call. Do you have any clue how insulting that is? But at least you consider us adults, unlike these next women.
Clearly underage girls. Do y'all realize when y'all make comments on videos like how women are just jealous when we're talking about minors, meaning
Oh God. Why do they look like this? And I don't know if she's cherry picking, but why in the world do they look like this? Here, let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. Hit the like button while I get this together. Here we go. Now, I know that many of y'all are younger and y'all don't know who the hell this is. Who this woman? This is Jeannie. And I think that's her real name, Jeannie. I think her name is Jeannie. And she is, not only does she look the way she look, and this is actually a bad picture of her, but she also grants wishes and calls her lover, her future husband, master. So in addition to that, she calls her lover master, so he owns her in a very real way. And she grants wishes like all the time. Like you say, I want a sandwich, and she blinks and a sandwich appears. This was my fantasy for quite some time. This is what a genie is supposed to be. Now look at you. Look at you with this turban. If I open up a Aladdin bottle and you came out and says, "What is your wish?" I would wish not to see your ugly ass again. Like, what is your wish? I wish your ugly ass would get back in the bottle. What in the heck? Why do you have a genie turban on?
children that y'all are basically telling the world what you've done or want to do. Mostly, I'm pretty sure a lot of you did. This is why I tell everybody a man will do what he do to your 13-year-old or a 13-year-old if he know he can get away with it. Why would you think
This bitch is disgusting. Why would you even say something like that? You sick.
woman would be jealous of a child? You stupid, nasty fool.
So now,
Oh my God. It is disgusting that she would just insinuate something like that. Like, crap like this is libelous. Now, Filipina Pea is about to say something, and this is very true. I didn't notice for sure, but I got the feeling of this, and I'm going to explain why.
a passport bro is somehow a pedophile who's just looking to do what he do with a 13-year-old. Well, I don't know why you think we're underage, but we can't exactly help the fact that we look a lot younger than you think we should. And apparently, you're not alone.
This whole passport bros movement is evidence to me that in the end, the trash usually takes itself out. Like the creepiest, strangest, and most annoying of men are deciding to leave the country and pursue children in developing countries instead of bothering us. And I'm not mad at it, but I think it's funny that they think we're mad about it. Go ahead, get your passport and leave too, because clearly nobody in America wants you.
Okay, it's bad enough that you call the passport bros creepy, annoying, and strange. But the fact that you aren't even bothered if they pursue children says a lot about your priorities. And thanks for implying that men can just come over here and hang around with children. You may not know this, but the Philippines takes that kind of thing very seriously. If a man is even seen with an underage child, he's immediately reported and investigated.
What she says is true. And I notice because of the way, because I didn't know that the kids knew this. Okay, so when I was in the Philippines, they had a lot of kids begging. And they would walk with you while they beg. And it made me uncomfortable. Like, listen, this is not a good look. Me being a black man walking around and some Filipino kids is walking next to me. This is not a good look. And they begging for money. So I would give them money to leave. But after what she just said, it makes sense. It makes sense because those kids know that you can't get reported and arrested if they walking with you like that. You know, and I don't know how the law works in that regard. I wasn't arrested or anything, but I don't know how the law works in that regard. You know, like, do they just see that the kid is begging, you know, and they just like, okay, you know, they follow him around waiting for money and crap like that. But no matter what, the kid, they know that if you are, you know, a black guy or a white guy and you're walking around with a Filipino kid, they will fuck you up. So you just give them 50 cents and they go. So yeah, what she says is true.
Oh, wait a sec. I forgot. We're too uneducated and submissive to say anything about it. Carry on.
Passport bros are real. They're saying they.
Another genie. Another genie.
Going to other countries to find more submissive women. No. Which means they are strategically picking countries that are stereotyped for having very relaxed, if any, rules around these two things. So they're going to other countries.
There isn't a country that has relaxed rules around sexual assault. Now, around domestic violence, there really isn't places that have relaxed rules around that either. However, there are countries that don't have the Duluth model, and that is, you know, they just believe the woman immediately. They do. There are places that exist where they actually investigate the situation.
Strategically picking countries that are stereotyped for having very relaxed, if any, rules around these two things. So they're going to other countries not to find submissive wives, but to find women and girls that they, nah.
Sure, lady, there are no laws about domestic violence here. Our husbands can beat us all they want. And we're so submissive and desperate that all we can say is, please, sir, I want some more. So the implication is that men come here for the purpose of targeting women and girls. There's that pedo thing again. Just so they can physically abuse us. Do you have any evidence of that? Or does it just feel so good to say it?
So you see that? This is why the Filipinas are striking back. Hey, tell me what y'all think of my thumbnail. I thought that was cool. But this is why the Filipino women are striking back. Because y'all just say the most ridiculous, outlandish stuff. Like, for y'all to just assume that they live in a country that don't care about their women enough to not have, you know, sexual assault laws is sick. is sick. That's very insulting.
But what about the claim that it's all about money?
I literally have all the money in the world, but cannot find a man. I've been in that struggle.
This chick said literally. She said literally. I hate it when people misuse the word literally. I literally hate it. I literally have all the money in the world. What are you, Scrooge McBuffett? What type of person? Okay, I'm start right there. So she's basically saying that she has money. She's basically saying, I am a woman with money and I can't find a man. Look at you. Look at your sweater. That is a sweater that my mama made me wear when I was in the 2nd grade because my grandmama bought it for my birthday. And this was a long time ago. You're wearing it now. And you chose to wear it. With all the money in the world, you chose to wear that. It looks like a TV show of a parrot that is getting bad reception. Look at your face. You look like someone that Bruce Lee beats up at the end of his ass whooping spree. That is you. After he beats all the other guys. Then you come out the side. Now, for whatever reason, when it was 100 people jumping Bruce Lee, you decided to just wait it out. And then you come and you say, and now you must face me. That is you, miss. That is your face. I seen one when I was a kid. I'll never forget this. I seen one Bruce Lee movie. I used to watch some of the ones that weren't even American, that weren't even in English, because I like watching Kung Fu fighting. And Bruce Lee went in and beat up all the guys in the dojo. And somebody said bad English dubbing and all, yeah. But this was regular. They was speaking Chinese, and he beat up all the guys. And then at the end of it, and press 1 if you've seen this one, he made the leader eat some Chinese words. I don't know if it's the name of the dojo or whatnot, but him and his wife was on his knees eating the sign. He made them eat the sign. They was eating paper. And I was thinking, like, wow, that is one submissive woman. That is one submissive woman to where after seeing her husband and her husband's entire dojo get their ass whipped, and then have another man come and force you to eat your family name, you are so supportive and so submissive that you are eating it with him. So yeah. Somebody said it looked like Jackie Chan's punching bag.
And I've thought to myself, should I go to another country to find a man? Should I go to a different place? Is it just New York City? Should I go to a different part of the country? Like, where can I find this man for me?
In the ghetto. Yeah, they were literally eating it. You find the men in the ghetto. You find the man at Walmart. You find the men at any Western place where they have no damn standards. You find them on Tinder. Stop acting like you can't find some penis.
What is very different about me, though, and in my situation that distinguishes me from a passport bro, is that A, I have a lot of money. So I'm not going to Thailand to prey on young.
So passport bros don't have a lot of money?
And in my situation that distinguishes me from a passport bro, is that A, I have a lot of money. So I'm not going to Thailand to prey on young boys who have no money. I'm not.
Okay, once again, there's the insinuations.
Not saying, oh, let me go to some developing country, somebody who's not privileged, and prey upon their young boys.
Well, that's good. That means that you're not going to Jamaica with the rest of the women who do crap like that.
Like, I'm not doing that.
And by young boys, I mean young men. I'm not making pedo accusations like you are. Unfounded pedo accusations like you are.
When I thought about traveling to different places, I thought about going to luxury spots, like going to nice places and meeting people at a similar socioeconomic status, similar situation, people that are doing well, people that can understand what it's like to date a woman with means. I think that is why there's such a disdain, and certainly I feel this, a disdain towards passport bros, is because they're not playing on an even playing field. They're not saying, oh,
not playing on an even playing field. Are you freaking kidding me? It's not about an even playing field. It's about winning. You stupid. We are men. And you want to know what they say in war? And trust me, I'm not a soldier or a combatant of any type. But what they say is they say go for the high ground. They don't say even playing field. Even playing field, my dick. What in the hell? Ain't nobody trying to even playing field. How even was the playing field in Vietnam? You stupid. Nobody says stuff like that. That's how you lose shit. Even playing field. You want to know when you do an even playing field? When it's like, okay, man on man. Something like that. When it's like man on man, one on one, and you're fighting for honor. It's like, okay, you get a knife, I get a knife. Or somebody come and they smack you with a white glove and you do 10 paces and stuff like that. That is an even playing field when you're doing it for honor. This is not that. This is not that. This is a situation where you must win. This is a situation where you say, I can't lose. I am not going to lose. I don't care if the playing field is even or not. That's why you have like big beat ass countries that go to little peaceful countries and they don't even the playing field because big beat ass countries got machine guns and other countries got spears and shit. Oh, no fair, no fair. You got a machine gun and I got a spear. Nigga, I want to win. Fuck you. Fuck you. The stakes are too high. Because if you lose, you wind up with a bitch like you. And that is a loss that men don't want to take. That's why you on here complaining. You are what people wind up with when they lose a fucking war. Look at your face. Oh, you're not playing fair. That's so by that logic, you know, I should like give up money in order to compete with with the Filipino in the Philippines. I would have to give up money and dick inches just to make shit fair for them. Fuck you. I want to win. Fuck you. You think ASAP Rocky makes shit fair for me? You think Michael B. Jordan makes shit fair for me? You think Idris Elba makes shit fair for me? You think Tyson Bedford makes shit fair for me? Tyson Bedford would have to, you know, whoop his own ass and then get broker just to make shit fair for me. Fuck that. You're not playing fair on a level playing. Shut your ugly ass up. Ah, that bitch. Look at your sweater. All right, got a super chat. Thanks for sending me money. Appreciate you. Game Changer. The ignorance is astounding. Absolutely. It is astounding.
Let me go to San Diego and go to like the nicest, you know, country clubs and let me go and meet somebody. No, no, no. These people are saying, wow, people here don't respect me because I'm literally not doing well. And I have to go to a country where people are living on less than $10 a day. And that's where I'm going to find my spouse.
Yep. It is a win-win. It is a win-win. I would love to go to a country and say to a beautiful woman like, hey, fuck with me, and you'll be living off $11 a day. I would love to do that. That is $330 a month, and on some months, $341. I would love to do that. Oh, in February, that's a bonus. But yeah, I would love to do that.
That is the part I have a problem with because then it becomes very predatory, very creepy, and just kind of inappropriate. But yeah.
Inappropriate, bitch! You had the audacity to say that you are going out trying to, with that sweater, trying to get yourself an upper crust men, you know, at the resorts and stuff like that, at the private jettery. You are trying to get that, and that's okay. It's okay for you to want a dude with coin, but it's not okay for a woman without coin to want a man with it. You are out your fucking face. You are out your face if you think that is a bad thing or that is fair. You want to know what would be fair? If you give the hotter women your money and then watch the competition go.
When you throw in the financial inequity and the patriarchal system of preying under both youth as
the patriarchal system, ain't that the same system that made you rich?
well as this gender disparity and the privilege that comes with that, I am not with it. I'm not with it.
Okay, lady, it's great that you have more money than God, and your biggest struggle is choosing which high-end resort to meet men at. But stop for just a second and listen to what else you just said. Women in your country don't respect men that aren't doing well. So what's a man supposed to do when he's not dripping $100 bills from every orifice in his body? How lucky for you that you...
I am blessed to say, I don't know how many orifices I have, but I do know that I have $100 bills for each of them. And by the way, what's an orifice?
Can go hobnob with the rich and famous, but you do know not everyone's as fortunate as you, right? You say that people should find someone on their own economic level.
Fuck
but
that!
If a man who's not doing well isn't wanted there.
Fuck that. No. She must be prettier than I am handsome. I do not care about your economic level. If you live in an African or Amazonian hut, and you're prettier than I am handsome, I do not care.
What's he supposed to do? Just give up because Western women aren't interested in the contents of his wallet? Or maybe they can find a place where women won't reject them for their lack of resources, like the Philippines. What's wrong with that? It's amazing that when you find your level, it's just fine. But when a man does the same thing, it's creepy, predatory, and inappropriate. And of course, it somehow involves the dreaded patriarchy. But even when all your arguments have been thoroughly destroyed, you've still got your favorite go-to tactic: anger.
Well, f you. Go away. Go find your women wherever you want. If you're not satisfied, I don't know what to tell you. If you want a woman who barely even speaks English and just has to suck your go for it.
That's good. I will. That is good. She could barely speak English and she just want to suck your dick. That is a perfect combination. Why? Because she's not speaking when she's sucking my dick. So it really don't matter what language she's talking. Exactly. Compete with thanks a lot, Kareem J, for the super chat. Compete with beauty and femininity instead of shaming. Exactly. You are not going to shame my dick into your vagina. I am not stupid. Just like I can't shame Kelly Stamp's pussy on my dick, you can't shame my dick into your pussy.
Triggered immediately. Well, F you then. Just go overseas. We don't need you. Whatever. Bye, loser. You see the anger? Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw it, Bo. I saw it. But there's also some good news for the passport bros. Some Western women actually get it, like this classy lady.
Why are you mad because men are choosing to go out of the country, passport bros, and use their passports to get women that are feminine, fit, beautiful, inspiring, kind, cooperative, and submissive? Women that have traditional values. What makes...
Look at how much better she is. This woman here. Look at how much better she is than the previous women. I don't know how old she is. However, I do know that she is remarkably in shape. And she got hair and stuff coming out of a hat that's labeled fit. Notice how the women that get it look like Sweet Melody Speaks. They look like Danica Marie. They look like Chantel Simone. They look like this woman who's really just like an older version of the three aforementioned women. You notice that? Somebody says Kelly Stamps. Hello, whoa! You say that like it's a laugh thing. Yeah, I like Kelly Stamps. I don't make no secret of that shit. I like Kelly Stamps. What the hell? And that's what when dudes be on here like, oh, you got a thing for such and such. I make no secret who the fuck I want. It is not. And if you're not on the list, you're not on the list. I make no secret of who I want. And yeah, Kelly Stamps could get it. Like there's many women online that can get it. Don't get me wrong, but she definitely would get it first. She quirky as hell. She funny as hell. She's creative and she's easy on the eyes. Shit, Kelly Stamps could get it. No secret. They can't compete. That's why they shame. Exactly. And why do you resort to shame? Like I can't compete with the nigga Michael B. Jordan. I'm gonna go around shaming bitches for fucking them. Who's that dude that Chantel Simone has a crush on? Idris Elba. I can't compete with that dude. I don't. You see me shaming? Oh. You like those sophisticated English looking motherfuckers, huh? That's what you like. I'm not. No. You want what you want. Appreciate you, Silent Lamont.
Why are you mad about that? Here's the thing. The passport movement, passport bros, this is not a new concept. Men in the military, guess what? Many of them have wives that they met outside the country. Okay, so this is not a new concept. And you know what else? My son-in-law is actually half Filipino.
I don't understand this, what she's about to say. Her son-in-law is half Filipino. So her daughter. Oh, wait, actually, okay. No, it's making sense. It didn't make sense the first time I said it, but it makes sense now.
That's right. His mom's from the Philippines and his daddy is black. It's not a new concept, y'all.
And for the final clip.
Okay. No, before I thought she was saying her son, and I maybe that meant she was married to a Filipino dude, but then she was like the mother's Filipino, but no, she said son-in-law. Okay. But yeah, see how much better she is at being a woman, and she's married, and she's probably been married. Looking by how clean her house is, it looks like she's been married for a long time. So you ever wonder why women like that have no problems with that? And that's because they have sons and sons-in-law, meaning that they raise daughters who are capable of getting married. Not only is she married, she's capable of raising a young woman into getting married her damn self. And she's on here with a ring and stuff, explaining why men should seek better women. You see, look at her. Ladies, I know you're listening. I hit the like button. I know y'all are out there listening. I know that y'all are out there listening. You listen to me and you listen to me good. This is what I want. I want to marry you younger, hotter, sexier, childless, and continue to be with you until you look like this. This is how you sustain marriages. You eat what she eat. You work out what she work out. You drive what she drive. If she use lemon pledge, you use lemon pledge. If she use pine saw, you use pine saw. If she use lemon pine. Hey, what the fuck is lemon pine saw? Is it lemon or is it pine scented? What the fuck is lemon pine saw? I've used it and I still don't know. Wow, that just tripped me out. Lost my train of thought. If she used lemon pine saw, you use lemon pine saw. You do exactly what she do. If she has a wife academy, then you join it. If she has a finishing school, then you join it. You need to begin her finishing school or finish beginning school. Be more her and her daughter.
A new concept. And you know what else? My son-in-law is actually half Filipino. That's right. His mom's from the Philippines and his daddy is black. It's not a new concept, y'all.
And for the final clip of the day, let's hear from a little fireball named Didi to give us the big picture.
Well, I'm just curious as to why so many modern women are confused as to why men are leaving. Why we have the passport bros and men who are deciding to look for women elsewhere. And some of them seem so oblivious to the point where they really don't get it. Men are looking for traditional women. And most men have always wanted traditional women. But because
of course, that's why, of course, we always wanted traditional women. That's why we started the tradition. That's like saying most kids want traditional parents. Why? Because part of the tradition is Halloween candy. It is Christmas presents. It is birthday cake. it is Easter candy. No, Easter candy is crap. The hell is plebes? Easter candy is crap. But you get the point. There are benefits. We create these traditions because the people like it. Shout out to Dee Dee, also married.
Modern women were taught to go to school, get their education. They were never taught to prioritize marriage, a man, or relationships. They were taught to go to school, get an education, take care of yourself because you don't need a man. Live your life, have your fun in your 20s. Fast forward, here we are. We have a world full of modern women who are independent entrepreneurs, boss chicks. They don't need no man, right? But for a lot of these women, this entrepreneur, boss chick, independent woman lifestyle is not working out the way they planned.
These words are
Because
true.
when you choose that,
even though I don't agree with the hair, I agree with the woman. And notice how she's easier on the eyes than the Miss Piggies that was talking against it. Notice how the women who are for it, I'm going to just be honest. The women, God dang it. Shit. I overdid it in the gym yesterday. And now, like, my arms is, because, like, I pushed down on the arms of my chair to get up. And, yeah, that shit is sore than a motherfucker. But, notice how the women who are for it look a certain way and the women who are against it look another way. That is because the women who are for it don't have a fear of competition. They don't have a fear of competition.
that means you may not ever have that family structure, that home, that two-parent home. The majority of these women become single mothers because during that, have your fun in your 20s stage, and then when they hit their 30s and 40s, they were not prepared for that because nobody told you what hitting the wall looks like. You were never taught how to be in a relationship. You were never taught how to treat a man, how to love a man. Also, going forward, we really need to stop trying to shame men into accepting something that they just don't want. And women have to accept the fact that, hey, we've been taught wrong. We've been sold a certain set of rules, and a lot of women ran with it. And now it's the very thing that's holding them back from getting or achieving the things that they say they want.
Yep, that about sums it up. And if
Yeah.
you'll humor me, I have a couple final comments of my own.
Okay.
It's highly insulting when people claim that we Filipinas are uneducated, don't speak well, are desperate, and just a slave to a Western man's money. Is it true that we see passport bros as an upgrade to our situation? Of course we do, but so what? Isn't that the same thing you look for in a man? To find someone that makes more money than you do?
These
So
words are
why are
true.
you bashing us for doing the same thing? Seems a little hypocritical to me. But does it mean we're only looking for money with no love involved? Well, let me ask you the same question. When a Western woman rejects a man who doesn't earn enough, and you do it all the time, does that mean that all you wanted was his money? And the thing you really don't seem to get is that the men who come here aren't choosing underage girls or women from the slums that literally are desperate. They're mostly pairing up with average Filipinas.
Yes, it is true. I don't really know what an average person is, but the women I got with had jobs, and I don't really know or care if they came from the slums. I don't, and that's the same here. I don't really care what a woman's socioeconomic status is when I get with a woman here. Now, do I go to like homeless camps looking for chicks? No. And the reason for that is because if you're homeless in America as a woman, as an attractive woman, then the mentals are off. That's the only way you would find yourself in that position because there's so many opportunities for an attractive woman here. And I'm not talking about just sex work. I'm talking about just in general. That you're not able to sustain for other reasons, and those reasons can be problematic for me. Outside of that, in other countries, if you are in the slums, I do not care. I don't care if you're in the slums, the favelas, or if you're in a mansion. I truly do not care.
The beaten down, miserable woman who sold her soul just to get a meal. That pathetic Filipina you seem to have stuck in your heads. She's the exception, not the rule. Well, thanks for joining me, and I'll be back on Friday with an interview you won't want to miss. Till then, folks. If you think about it, I'm kind of like the girl next door. No costumes, no superpowers, just someone who keeps their eyes and ears open and knows how to get you the information you need when trying to learn about life in the Philippines. I'm familiar with Western culture, and I know my own, so I can be a valuable resource when it comes to all things Filipino. If you enjoy my channel and want to help it grow, please hit the thumbs up button on this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and consider checking out my Patreon page, where you'll find exclusive videos and features. And you can rest assured that I'll be bringing you fresh, high-quality content twice a week. See you around the neighborhood. Oh, I almost forgot. Can I borrow a cup of sugar?
Okay, so that happened. Let me stop sharing and put the link out there. Now, let me show y'all something else. I'll see if y'all want to come up, but let me show y'all something else. All right. And actually, I'm going to download this. No, I'm going to just play it. I'm going to just play it. This is how she be lightweight stunting. Let me show y'all this. Look at this. This is from her page. She is just stunting on everybody, including Black women, or especially Black women. Look at her hair. She does like slow motion hair tossing just out of spite. Like, yeah, so what did you do today? Well, I rubbed my fingers through my natural hair, and it's ass long. Her hair is ass long. It's actually thigh long. Like, this is what I did. This is how I get down. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, it's so lovely. Isn't it lovely? This is her doing stuff. This Filipina Pea. This is her doing stuff just out of spite. This is her messing with you all the time. This is why y'all hate her. This is why this is why y'all make videos about Filipinas and stuff like that. This is why. Look at her. Look at her. She is rubbing it in. Like, isn't it lovely? Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it beautiful? My beautiful, 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 beautiful hair. Look at that. She is just, it's on a continuous loop. It is on a continuous loop. It's on a continuous cycle. She is going to continue this forever. Forever and ever and ever. This is what's going on in these Miss Piggy bitches' brain. Like, all the time, they have to look at it and they know that it's there. They have to look at it and feel it. They feel it. They understand that, oh, dang, I can't compete with this. No matter how much hair I buy, I could never just like, it's so shiny because it came out the scalp and out the follicles and stuff like that. And it's just there all the time. Look at it. Look at it. Squeeze it, squash it, gamma, squeeze it, squash it, gamma, squeeze it, squash it, gamma. That is what she's doing to all of you all the time. That is why y'all hate women like this so much. My favorite destination is Germany. So the Strags can't use any of those shaming terms. Yeah. I go to Germany for chocolate if I ever went, but I don't have a desire to go to Germany. I don't like going to places that's cold. I don't like going to cold places. Yeah. They'll need to come up with some advanced level shaming. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. They are losing their power to shame. And you want to know why? Because of that hair. Because of that hair. You think I care what some fat Mississippi bitch has to say when I am biting that hair? You think that I care what is going on like while that is happening? Think about all the stuff you can do with that hair sexually. Life is good. Nobody cares about that. You are not going to shame that. Yeah, I never been to Mississippi, but I got a feeling that it's just full of fucking. I don't think I'd be happy. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't think I'll be happy. Mr. Shane Vicious, thanks a lot. Greatly appreciate you. All right, and now I want to show y'all another Filipina. This is a woman who is as attractive as a Asian woman could possibly get. About to show her right now. Give me a second. What's her name? Give me a second, Sean. All right. This is Jenny Babas. Jenny Babas is the maximum. This is the best an Asian can get, in my opinion. Right? And this is her doing the whole back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me type thing. And yes, I didn't want your ass back then. Yes, what you are saying, I did not want you then, but I do now. Absolutely. You understood what it took to get my penis, and you did it. And that is what we require of women, to determine what I want and give me it. That's all we require from women, is to determine what I want and give me it. Is that so damn hard? Give me it. She knew that I want flat stomach, big titties, and long hair and stuff like that. So what did she do? She went to the gym and she gave me what I wanted. No, she wasn't that bad before, but she got better. And why did she get better? Popping smoking ghosts for my penis. See, that is respect. That is respect. She did that for that reason and that reason alone. Now, let me show y'all something else. Hold on. Let me show y'all something else. All right. This is her again But look at this. Let me show you something. That is the nastiest thing ever. If you have a soap dispenser like that at your job or something like that, and I told my coworkers back when I worked at a place, and like at a brick and mortar, at a place inside the company, I don't wash my hands anymore. That is disgusting. You know what? You know what that is? That is you are placing your hand underneath the penis and letting it jizz on your hand and then rubbing it in. That is what that is. That is disgusting. That is jihad. That is jihad as fuck. And I refuse to participate. That is not the type of thing that I participate in. H&M, what's on your mind?
Nothing much. By the way, what was up with that last shot? What's up with the soap dispenser?
Yeah, don't get a soap dispenser like that. At least not if you're a dude. That's yeah. They had one at a company I used to work for. That's some nasty stuff.
I mean, I know. At my job, the public restroom got the little dispenser where you just put your hand underneath and the soap comes out automatically.
That's nasty. That is nasty. That is a penis. That's a penis.
What?
And sometimes you have to shake your hand a little bit, don't you?
Yep, because sometimes it doesn't come out immediately with your hand. They gotta wiggle it around. I hate that.
Oh, you are giving a HJ to a penis and it squirts in your hand. That is disgusting.
You're killing me. I never thought about that.
I thought about it when I was like, you know something, I'm gonna just keep hand sanitizer on me, but I'm not gonna do no crap like that. Nope. I had to explain. I was like, listen, if y'all see me not wash my hands, that's why. That's some shit. I keep the hand sanitizer with me so I don't have to do no crap like that.
Oh, damn. Well, that's gonna be a lot of sanitizer because nowadays almost every public restroom that I've seen has that. They don't have the regular dispensers anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I just assumed like not wash my hands. Cause like when I piss on the ground, I don't wash my hands there. So sometimes I piss without washing my hands. So look at this.
I don't even touch myself when I piss in public. Just don't touch yourself.
Yeah. So take a look here.
That's Kevin Samuels now. Who's a fine young honey?
That's Jenny Bobbins. That's the same chick. Like I say, she is as sexy as Asianly possible. And salute to the late, great Kevin Samuels. When he got on, one of the first interviews he did was with her. One of the first in-person interviews he did was with her. And goddamn it, we see why.
I mean, damn, if you could look like that and still be a traditional woman, you grade A in my book.
Exactly. And that's my point. That's my point, you fat ass bitches. You think that you are going to shame me out of an opportunity like this? Her getting me sandwiches? You are out your damn mind. You are out your fucking hostess wrap unwrapping mind. You are out your Dorito eating mind if you think that a man is gonna like, oh no, you think we care if she comes from the slums, the ghetto? You think I give a fuck? You think anybody give a fuck? You are stupid. And men who are allowing yourselves to be shamed out of opportunities like this, you are stupider. You belong in Jupiter. You are stupider if you fall for some crap like that. If you allow the shame to deter this from happening.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, look at her. She was kind of dressed how modern women dress, but she was classier with it. I mean, she ain't showing too much skin, but she's showing enough to make a man interested. I would probably give her the time of day.
Well, Kevin Samuels gave her the time of day and possibly night. Yeah, because he don't live in LA. I think he lived in like Atlanta or something like that. Or rest in peace, he lived in Atlanta or something like that.
Yep,
He
the
gave her a
city.
time of day.
They call Atlanta Southern Hospitality.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's Eastern hospitality, and yeah, and look at that hair. Look at all that hair and stuff. Somebody says the baddest Asian on the web. Absolutely. And she worked for it. Well, maybe she got lipo or something. I don't care. She got it. She worked for it. She got it, and she has it right now.
Oh, you're
You
damn
know.
right.
And what else does she have that she didn't have before? Access to my penis and yours. That is what she has. See, we want to be valued, and that valued is manifesting itself in a lot of different ways. And this is her way. You know, this is her way. She values men, so she gives them the best version of herself. I mean, sure, she could have got a dude before, and she got attention, and she got Instagram likes even before she went through this, drastic change. But she did it because she wants whoever she's with to have the best of her, and who's ever viewing her channel and stuff like that to have the best of her. She wanted more out of life, and she knew how to get it. And she wanted more out of my penis, and she knew how to get that. So salute to Jenny Bobbas. Salute to Jenny Bobbas. But yeah, I'm about to hit the 2-hour mark. You got any closing thoughts?
Well, I just want to say to me, it's just pathetic that our own women are shaming us for going elsewhere because we want to seek something that we can't find here in the West. Or just for the simple fact that women don't want to give us what we want in the West, and that's a traditional mindset. And that other woman, she said that something about men who go overseas are basically predators, and they're going there to prey on innocent children. What kind of stupid bullshit is that? Why the hell would I want to go to another country just so I can prey on some innocent child? And need I remind you, other countries have statutory, well, I'm not going to say the whole term, but statutory R charges, out there as well. And I done a little research of my own. Did you know that the prisons overseas are way worse than the prisons out here? So you don't want to get locked up out there. You definitely want to get locked up out there.
Well, I don't want to get locked up anywhere. I hear things about prisons here, but no, I heard that. I heard that like Mexican mafia and stuff, they become more violent in American prisons because they know that once their sentence is done here, they go to prison there. So they like, okay, if I get 5 years in American prison and then I get 3 years in Mexico after that, I don't want to do those 3 years in Mexico. So I just as soon stab somebody here in the American prison and add time to my sentence. Like, so it's that bad. Shout out to Austin Holloman. It's that bad.
Yeah, don't get me started with the Chinese prisons. Oh boy. I saw pictures of a Chinese prison some years ago. Golly, it looks worse in there than it does out here in the West.
Yeah,
So,
it looked like a slave ship. I think I've seen what you're talking about. It looked like a slave ship, don't it?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so and there are very few people who are foolish enough to do that, to try to pull some crap like that if you have that particular fucked upness going on in your brain to where, it's, I feel bad for those people because I think some of them can't help it, but hey, fuck it. Society just so happened to be better off without you. So, is what it is. But nevertheless, nobody is doing that. Very few people are actually doing that so they could do that. And then they get caught and they go to jail and they go to foreign jail.
Okay, now granted, there are some countries where you can legally marry someone who's underage, but that's usually some sort of legally abiding contract, from what I understand. I'm not saying all countries, but I know some countries allow that, like Brazil. You can be 18.
No.
Okay, did I miss something here?
No, see, that's the thing. Don't even think that. The laws for you is not the laws for them.
Wait, come again?
The laws for you is not the laws for them. And I'm not talking Brazil specifically, but the laws for you. So there are some countries where like a 20-year-old can marry like a 14-year-old and something like that. That is for them. That is their law.
Oh, I get it. So as American men, we still can't do that. We still have to abide by whatever laws from whatever country we came from, right?
Well, they just don't play that shit because they don't want a bunch of weirdos going there. You know, and it makes sense. Like it makes sense. Like it's like, okay, these are the circumstances in this country. We knew that they probably grew up together and fell in love, and they just so happen to be in a different age group. You know, so they like, okay, we understand that things like that happens here. But if you come in here looking for that shit, you just a fucked up person, and we don't play that shit. That's how they look at it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so yeah, don't get it twisted. The law works different, and rightly so. You know, the law works different for its citizens than it do for some people who are going to places trying to do shit. That yeah, trust me. Trust me on it. Just trust me on it. Don't think that like, you know, these people do it. Yeah, you different. Yeah, somebody said arranged marriage. Like,
not that I was ever interested in trying that, but I was just curious about the whole thing. You know, I just want to know, how did that work exactly? I would never do that, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, no, I'm with you. I tell you, just like and I know it's not that you don't have this thing, but listen, met a white dude in the Dominican who was in a roundabout way asking me about it. And I told him straight up, I was like, don't do it. Don't do what you're thinking about doing. They'll fucking kill you. And okay, so here's what he asked me. He asked me about like prostitutes and stuff like that, and are the Haitian ones cheaper and shit. He was asking stuff like that, and I was like, I don't really know or think so. I think that they are the same, just darker. But I didn't gather that they were more desperate, is what I was explaining to him. And then he asked me, how do they screen out for ages? Now, he may have just asked like a legit question, like, you know, like a legitimate question, like, because he didn't want to. Okay, so when he asked that question, one of two things could happen. Means that he don't want to be caught with somebody underage, or he wants to be with somebody underage and not get caught. So he's asking, how does he circumvent that, or do they check? And I told him, I was like, well, listen, every woman that I bring to the hotel, they do card her at the hotel. So that's your protection. You know, they check the age and stuff like that. And then I told him, like, listen, if you're thinking thoughts like that, keep it to yourself. I don't want to know about it. But don't do that here, because they will fucking kill you. And I'm not saying like they'll beat you so hard you wish they will kill you. So don't do it. You know, they'll kill you before or in prison. So just don't do no shit like that. And enjoy your trip. Told him straight up like that. So yeah, like, get it out your head if you think that it's that type of party. Because I don't know a place in the world where it's that type of party, especially for foreigners. Your thoughts?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. You should never go around here thinking them kind of thoughts. I don't care where you really go, honestly.
Yeah.
And back to one of your other videos, this lady said that something about how foreign women just want to use you for your money, and they see you, an American person, as kind of an upgrade to your lifestyle. Well, that may be true, but you know, Western women look at us men the same way. How much money he make? Is he making more money than me? That's an upgrade to her lifestyle. But the difference is Western women want to be more of a detriment to a man that's making more than her. I think women in the Philippines, they want to be more of an asset to a man that's probably making more than her and can give her a good lifestyle. That's the big difference I see there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, every woman wants an upgrade, but you know, not only do American women want a upper grade, they wait later to pursue it, and they offer less in exchange for the upper upgrade. So, you know, it's not that type of party. You know, don't get me wrong, there are great women like that one chick that was older and married with the fit hat on, you know. Dee Dee, you know, they're cool ones here, but you
Yeah.
know, the margins, the return on investment here.
I don't know Dee Dee personally, but I've been on her panel many times for the last, I want to say, year or so. It's been over a year since we started chopping it up. So yeah, I kind of get a sense that she's a traditional woman. I mean, she's spot on with everything.
Oh yeah, I've been on Dee Dee's panel before. Dee Dee's.
I never seen you on there, but I don't know.
No, I've only been on there once, and that's because, listen, when I go to some of these people's panels, especially when I go to some women's panels, especially the prettier ones, the way the men act, and I get this really big on Sweet Melody Speaks panel. It's too much chest beating going on. Like, it's too much competing for temporary attention from the chick. You know, you're not really having an intelligent conversation. A lot of guys are having a conversation with in mind that I'm trying to impress the woman that's looking. A lot of guys change, and they can't help it.
Or in this case, listening.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a lot of guys. A lot of guys change in the company of women that they're attracted to. So, and generally speaking, I just felt uncomfortable. I'll just leave it at that. So, yeah.
I mean,
I only been on there a couple. I'll go back, but I'm just saying it's a little funny.
I mean,
yeah. So
I've seen you more on Chantel's panel than I have any other panel. But besides Melanie, I've seen you more on Chantel's panel. I've been on her panel for like a year and a half. And me personally, I don't have a problem. I don't go on people's panels just to show off. I go in there to speak my piece and they can take it for what it is. Because I go in there to give them the truth. That's how I do it. Give you the truth straight out the booth. Hit it out the park like I'm Babe Ruth. That's what I do.
Well, Chantel's panel is a little different because Melody is Sweet Melody, so she allows a lot more. Chantel is quick on the kick out button, and she got that reputation now. So they're not really.
What reputation?
She got the reputation of kicking dudes off the panels if they come with some strange.
Well, that's anybody. Someone came on your.
Nah, it's not anybody. So on Sweet Melody Speaks panel, she because she's sweet and she's nice, she'll let the nigga in a purple suit, you know, talk about game and, you know, niggas talking like they 70s pimps, you know, in 2020. Like, she allows foolishness like that because she's nice.
I mean, you gotta draw the line at some point.
I agree.
Melanie's not a bad looking woman. I've seen some of her short videos. Like, damn, she's sexy as hell. But I don't go on any female's panel just to show off. I go there just to speak my piece. Yeah. And she's impressed with what I got to say, then it is what it is. I'm not here to impress really anybody. If I get likes, I get likes. If I get dislikes, I just get dislikes. It's not about that. It's about me speaking my piece based on what I've seen, what I've heard, or what I know other people have gone through. And they're gonna love it or they're gonna hate it, plain and simple.
Exactly. All right, so let me say this. Dark, Omen Answer, let's not do this. Listen, unless you got proof, let's not. What you're talking about is a horrible sin. It's what you're talking. What we're describing is something that's wrong in essence. And it's sick by everybody's standards. Even prisoners who commit, you know, heinous crimes think that that's exceptionally heinous. So let's not throw out wild accusations on people or groups of people on stuff like that. That is a very, very, yeah. Let's not do that.
What the heck was he talking about?
He was talking about when he was talking. He wrote that back when he was talking about underage. So
Oh no.
Yeah, let's not say like this group of people do that. That is some. I'm not going to, unless somebody did it. Like then you get all the ire in the world. But until that is proven, and I'm not gonna accuse anybody of something like that. But somebody says indirect panel simping. Yeah, I mean, then trust me, it's not the host's fault. It's not the host's fault at all. But attractive women do have a way of changing men's personality, and I'm just it's not my scene. So but I'm cool with Melly. I'm cool with Chantel. So I rock with them. I don't really know Dee Dee like that, so I don't like go out of my way to be on her shit, and deal with that.
Yeah, I guess you could say I'm an advocate streamer for Dee and Chantel, because those be the main panels I be on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess you could call one of the top tier streamers. And I'm gonna try to get a stream. I'm gonna try to do a stream this coming Friday. If you want to pop up, you feel free to do so.
All right, that's what's up. Okay, so I'm doing movie night tonight. What movie was I gonna do? I wrote it down, but I put the paper somewhere else. But no, I think I was gonna do Get Out, or I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do Get Out, and I'm going to do My Best Friend's Girl. That white movie. Yeah.
Thursday. So hey.
Oh wait, is this the list? Lottery Ticket. That's what I was gonna do. That movie with Little Bow Wow. So
yeah, that movie. I saw that one. It was mediocre, but back in the early 2000s, they had to make good comedy movies.
Yeah, it was mediocre, but it had a lot of red pill stuff in it that we'll talk about.
Yeah, two can play that game, still remains top tier in the 21st century.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
With Vivica A. Fox and Morris Chestnut, that's still top tier in my opinion for the early 2000s.
Yeah, and then Vivica tried to do a part 2 and stuff like that because her career.
I didn't like the sequel.
Yeah, her career is crap, so she did like a low budget part 2, and yeah, it's bad. But,
the sequel was shit.
Yeah, but so that'll be today at around 5 PST. Hit me up for a link. Hit my email up at GameChanger00100@gmail.com for a link, and I will get back to you. After that, outside of that, I want to thank the Cash App Super Chats, managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, and those who participate in the chat. Hit that like button on your way out. This is GameChanger00100. Game over. Peace.
Deuces.